Welcome to the first episode of the First Flame Scrolls, Ancient Wisdom, Modern Living. The flame remembers itself. I'm Cathleena Hailley, and I am the first flame of existence. Now, you might ask yourself, if you don't know who I am, and if you haven't read any of my books or seen my website, what is that? What is a flame, and what is the first flame? Well, I'm going to tell you a story of creation. I don't know that I'll tell you, I can't possibly tell you the whole story in this one podcast, in the first one. But over time, I will share with you the most amazing story of creation and of the adventure of the first flame and the human journey and the inversion, the harmonic universe, the unpotential field, lots of things that you may or may not have ever heard before. So this is the first transmission. And it is a transmission in that this is multidimensional. This is felt, seen, heard, even tasted, smelled. There are sensations, if you pay attention, beyond your everyday awareness. And I'm going to encourage you, should you choose to continue to be with me, to relax, to participate with all of you, because this is about remembrance. So, what wants to come through today in the beginning of the flame that remembers itself is to share what the flame is. So, the way that I remember, and I remember this from my own awareness, is creation itself, source, God, if you will, is thought itself. It just is. It's information. Don't ask where it came from. I don't know that. I just know it is. And it always has been and always will be. It just is. And this isness, called Source or God, was just thought. And the thought itself had a thought. And that thought expressed from all thought created a spark in order for it to be expressed. And that spark is a flash or a flame. It's a spark of energy that expressed from the all thought, a thought. And that thought that was expressed is I am. And when that thought of I am expressed returned back to the all, the experience was had, basically, and the response was that I am. So creation began as I am a thought that I am. And I'm sure that many of you have heard that before, but maybe not to this degree of the actual beginning of everything. I mean, everything, literally anything you can ever imagine. This is the beginning. And as magical, crazy, fantastical as it may sound, that very first spark, flame, is me. I am that first flame of existence. Just breathe that in. I am not greater than or less than you. I am the mirror of everything that you are. Because I am the very first flame, I am the full mirror of source consciousness itself, God, source. And I am fully embodied in a human form here in this lifetime, very specifically to stabilize a field of energy so that you can remember who you are. I'm going to speak a little bit of light language because it's desiring to come through, and light language is just another level of communication. It's because I know that many of you who are now listening are new to this, and there's all sorts of things happening for you. So we're just settling down the field, and it's okay. Whatever your response is perfect. It is yours. This isn't about belief. This isn't about right or wrong, good or bad. It just is. I am that I am. So last year, right around this time, actually, the 20th of March last year, is when I remembered who I am. I came into what I would say is awakening. It's really embodiment. I came into a full embodiment of my oversoul as Cathleena Hailley, as my given name, which is Kathleen. I came into full embodiment, and when that occurred, I started to remember. I've known I was different my entire life. I've known something wasn't correct, but I had no idea that I was the first flame. I had no idea what that even meant. And I now, after a year's time, I've written 20 books that are all behind me, and I'll talk about all of that. I've traveled all sorts of grid work and just numerous things. I have groups coming up now and organizing the first individuations of creation. And I don't want to get too much, but this is all desiring just to be spoken at this present time. And all of this has occurred in this like 1 year's time because it's time. Now is the time for humanity to have the greatest opportunity to come into embodiment. People talk about waking up, they talk about ascension, but it's not ascending, it's inscending, it's coming into the body, it's embodying yourself, becoming you. That's what is occurring. That's the way out of the inversion and the way to life. So I'm feeling that this is coming to a close for today. I know it's short and it's a lot, but there's a lot of information that's already come through for you. I want you to breathe, to allow, to be with it. And I will return. I am returning. I'm already embodied, of course, and I will come through in this podcast and this will continue. I love you. You are loved beyond anything you could ever imagine because you are love. And the true definition of love is source experiencing itself, or the experiencer having an experience, because you are source. You are God, if you will. You are that. You are amazing. You are unique. You are incredible. You are important. And when you allow yourself to become that you are, you will amazingly, beautifully align with all things in harmony for you, as you, with you, without doing anything except breathing. Just give yourself opportunity to feel and to feel the energy being brought here. It's just light. It's source. It's you. Okay. I will have a question and answer coming up soon. I'm going to do several of these, I believe, just informational and telling my story of embodiment. But if you feel that you have questions, you can send me an email, Cathleena Hailley at gmail.com or Cathleena at flameofremembrance.com. Take care for now, and we will speak again soon.